Dirt Connections, right here, right now.
Okay, so I'm on the job site here, and what we have here is a bunch of different materials with dirt. So I kind of wanted to kind of grade it out, because I brought that material over, and I got 15.5 tons on the ground. And I brought it with the little truck, and I dumped it out slowly so that my material wouldn't go on the other side of here, and it wouldn't go too far over here because my customer needed to get in and out of the driveway. So what I got to do is I got to push this around, and we had different types of material here. I had 57 stone, and then I had my what do you call that? The round pebbles. I forget. Pea gravel, 3/4 inch pea gravel in here. So I'm just trying to pull all this back, get this dirt out of here, and make this place look nicer with this material. I'm going to move that stuff out of the way so I can grade that out, and I don't want my material going higher than that. And you can see all the different types of material we got here. So I want to dress this place up, and the truck's way over there, came down the road. It was a little dicey, but nothing happened, which was cool. Left the lights on. So I'm gonna let me get that out of the way and start to push this around and make it look nicer for my customer. I brought my land planer, and I got my bucket over there, tooth bucket. So I've been out here a couple hours pushing this around, trying to get it nice. My grade's good here. That concrete sunk over there, so I'm trying to feather it in there so it has a decent approach, and push some of this up into the apron a little bit more. But as I come across my plane here, these timbers are too low. They should be higher. And I can't cut it because then it's going to look stupid. So I'm just going to go and, those have been there forever. And probably were set up with the grade a long time ago, but they got to come up. They got to come up to hold this in on this side here on the belly, so that it's a smooth transition there instead of like a deep valley. And this is 57 stone, so we don't care if water gets in it because it's going to migrate through it. Instead of capillary action, it's the difference. The water will flow through the little cracks and disperse, and water seeks its own level, so that'll be the name of that tune. So I'll just clean that up a little bit by hand and kick that around with my feet, and then I'm going to put the trash cans back in the pallet, kind of getting close to what we can do, and then walk my way out and take the thing over there, the machine. So I'm down here on my knees, and I put everything back, and I'm on my knees picking up the little rocks that went on the other side of the timbers. But you can see that my plane is good, right? So I have a nice approach coming into the driveway. You see how that concrete's a little bit low on this corner here? It just sank over time, man. So I'm just trying to blend this in, but when I blend it in, you can see that these timbers here are too low. So there's nothing I can do about it. That's not me. The approach is good. The material quantity is being spread out. But those timbers are going to need some adjustment there, or they should be lifted up a little bit so that we keep the stone inside. So I'm just going to fix that by hand and stay off it. But yeah, I think it's looking pretty decent. That's where we're at right now. Okay, so I took my 15.5 tons of stone, and I worked and worked and worked and pushed it around. And that's about the best I can do. I raked it out with my land planer. I don't want to get on anymore. Kind of leveled everything out. Kicked it around a little bit with my shoes. I put the trash cans back, the buckets back, the sand back, the pallet back. I picked up the stone on the edges. My work is right. This needs to be adjusted because my grade is good. But this has been here for a long time. I'd say 30 plus years based on the condition of the timbers. And the grade And you just go up a couple of courses here, you know, step it down to there, and it'll hold all this nice. So now I just gotta turn my machine around and get it back out to the trailer. And you know, they go by here pretty fast. Not cool. So there were a couple little stones. I'll just kick off the timbers here real quick. Just these things. I'm gonna pick these up. Right? Just throw them. That's why I came here with the little truck. I didn't want 6 tons on the other side of these timbers. And then, of course, we had to be careful with the overhang wires. Come in here with a quad axle, and there's no room, and it goes all over the place, and then you block the customer's access to the garage. That's not cool. So in these kinds of driveways, you gotta rake them out, or they need maintenance because it's not a asphalt or concrete base, you know, with a flat surface. And you can't drive into these things like a million miles an hour and hit the brakes. You just come in and out nice and easy, and it'll last. The Amazon guy came here, man, snuck in behind me, scared the bejesus out of me. Anyway, let me move that to the trailer and get the other bucket on there. But I'm happy. Only thing I don't like about stone is stone has no fines in it, so it won't hold its shape. And you never want to make it 4 or 6 inches thick because you'll spin your tires. With all the square footage, we got 2 inches of cover. You know, 1,500 plus, I think, another 1,600, 1,700, about 1,800 square feet. So 2 inches, more than enough. Make it thicker, you spin your tires. I'm walking on it, it's pretty good. All right, folks, that's it from here. Off to the next one.
Dirt Connections is right here, right now. Dirt Connections, the professionals.